Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Baited Podcast. I'm your host, Colossal is Crazy, and welcoming back once again the infamous DJ Keemstar.
Keemstar. It is
DJ
Keemstar.
Keemstar.
It is just Keemstar.
And also Tommy C.
Hey, what's happening, everybody?
Today we're going to be talking about the Emmahdorable situation, and only because we can't talk about the Leafy thing, apparently Keemstar.
We're going to start that shit again.
I'm not going to mention it, but we're going to talk about the Emmahdorable thing instead. Now, Keem, you've had some personal dealings with her, so I would like you to introduce this a little bit.
Well, basically, I don't know, like, people have this girl's nudes. People have videos of her on Chatterbait or whatever. Apparently, she used to be a cam girl or whatever, and they've been spreading them around. And, you know, when I was friends with her, somebody uploaded her nudes to dramalert.com, which is my website where, you know, you can, if you find news in the community, you can send it to us. We don't really use it anymore. But back then, at this time, we used iReporter, where the fans would submit news that way.
Okay.
And, you know, I was friends with her at the time, and she gave me this big, long story about, you know, her ex-boyfriend said he was going to kill himself unless she sent him the nudes. So she sent him the nudes, and you know, so I didn't run the story because, you know, basically this girl was being harassed by her own nudes. Well, people started digging into this thing. They found out that she was like, you know, she was a cam girl, that she streamed on Chatterbait or whatever. So people started, like, you know, sending these videos to her and you know, pictures of her tits to her or whatever. So she put out this big, longer tweet saying that, you know, she was 15 at the time, and that, you know, anyone that posts these images is posting child porn, and that she was never a cam girl and she was never on a stream site.
She tried to pull a Tracy Lords, in effect, what you're saying, right?
Right. She just basically, you know, put out a bunch of information that just wasn't true, because basically in one of these streams, right, there's a song playing in the stream where she's on Chatterbait or whatever, and the song came out in 2014. Now, she's 20. 5 years ago when she was 15, it's 2011. So there's no possible way that, you know, this song is playing in the background in her stream, and it's 2011. So she basically lied. She just flat out lied, such that she was underage and anyone having this stuff, you know, all this was a lie to try to stop it. But what it did is it made it so much worse, because she was calling every single one of these people that had these videos a fucking pedophile.
Which is the worst thing you can possibly call someone.
So they went out of their way to prove her wrong, and their exposed videos started coming out left and right. And now today, she's still kind of lying, and she uploaded a video of her crying, and it's just, I don't get it, man.
Well, I mean, I do get it, because obviously she's had a lot of attacks against her and feels like she's being harassed and people telling her to kill herself. So, yeah, I can understand why she's uploaded it. I feel like when I saw that video, I've seen it today, I do feel like the video is genuine in a way, like she's genuinely upset, like she's not playing false. However, she could have made that conscious choice not to show herself crying in the video. And so, yeah, is it a plea for attention? Yes, it is. A little bit. Yes, it is. Has she lied? Yes, she has. Is it right that she's being attacked over it? Possibly not. I hate mob mentality. This is the problem. I fucking hate mob mentality. So is it right she's being attacked? No, I don't think so. Does she deserve it? Like, she's fucking lied. Like, don't fuck...
She deserves to be attacked for the lying. There's no doubt about that.
She doesn't deserve to be attacked. She doesn't deserve to be attacked. She doesn't deserve to be told to kill herself. No,
challenge? You like that word? Is that word a little better? She deserves to be challenged for the lie. I mean, I think that would be fair.
Look, if she would come out and just say, look, all right, back in 2015... I used to stream on Chatterbait because I needed money. I showed my tits, you know, I made a mistake, and I'm not a cam girl. Like I was for, you know, a month, all right, but I'm not a cam girl anymore. Like, I want to be an entertainer. I want to be a comedian, right? If she would have just said that, that would have been the end of it.
Okay, but you can appreciate she wanted to hide it. Nobody likes, like, bringing up dark secrets from a fucking past. Nobody likes that. So you can
Okay, then she
understand
should have
why
just ignored it. She should have just ignored it.
she should have, but when people were sending it to her all the time, this is the problem defending her as well.
Okay.
Because everyone's going to be like, oh, you're white knighting her and whatever. Big, like, dark secret about her. She didn't want it to come out, so her first reaction was to lie about it. She didn't think it would progress any further than that. Unfortunately, it has. And then she started digging herself a hole, keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper.
Okay,
and
but
now she's in
Clown,
a situation
listen.
where she can't get out of it. This is the problem.
Clown, I used to be friends with Emmahdorable, all right? I used to be friends with her, right? She was streaming on Twitch, and fucking Leafy was on there, and Leafy said something about Hitler and got her Twitch banned. So I felt sorry for her. This is when me and Leafy were friends, right?
Right.
I felt sorry, so I went in to do damage control for Leafy's fuck up, and I got the girl a fucking $500 a week deal on StreamMe. Like, she was getting $500 a week on StreamMe. Like, I hooked her up, all right? Now, she should have been grateful, and I believe she was grateful for this because, again, she's always saying how she's poor and da-da-da-da, whatever, right? She should have been grateful for that. No. Then she comes on my show and lies. Like, her and the dog fucker came on for a playground insult match, all right? Before she came on, they created this fake publicity stunt where the dog fucker was, like, dating Leafy and that they were jealous and they were trying to dox each other, and they played this skit out on my show, and I was so pissed off, and then she just kept lying to me about it. She's like, no, it was real. And like but really, in reality, Grade A Under A was writing Emmadora's script for her. Like,
do we want to say that?
I want to say it. Why not? I don't give a
Well,
fuck.
I mean, it's
He
like
wrote her
it's
script.
private information, I think, isn't it?
Well, it's not private anymore because I just made it public, so you can blame me for it. All right? Look, my point is this. All right? If you're a person that constantly lies, all right, you don't deserve respect. You do not deserve respect. If you get caught in a lie and you continue to lie, you don't deserve respect, all right? Because we're not talking to a rational person that we can have a conversation with.
No,
right?
she's not rational. I will definitely 100% agree with you there. I think she's a little bit mentally unstable. I think.
But this is what I'm saying. If you're going to lie, then I can't.
I think we just
nobody
I think we have
can
to be a
defend
little
you.
bit, I do think we have to be a little bit careful with it because, like, maybe this is an exaggeration, but it does feel a little bit like that Amanda Todd story. Do you remember that? Where she did end up killing herself. A lot of connotations very similar to that.
Okay, but listen, if you know Emmadora and if you talk to Emmadora is constantly playing the victim. You know, constantly, oh, my ex-boyfriend was harassing me and he was doing this and I was in this horrible relationship and my parents don't love me, and it's always this fucking, like, I'm a victim. You know, and that's part of the reason why I felt sorry for her and got her the deal. Look, dude, if you lie, all right, nobody can defend you. Nobody can defend you if you're going to lie. Period.
There's another way to look at this, Clown. There's another way to look at this completely. Obviously, this girl's compulsively just walked through life and lied her way through it. Maybe a thrashing could change that.
I understand that, but
I
don't
feel
like it
bad for
either.
her. I feel bad for her because
do
this
feel
is
bad
what's
for her,
happening now. In her new video, she said that, like, people are going on Facebook and sending her nudes to, like, her aunt and stuff, like, on
that's
Facebook.
awful. That's terrible.
And I feel that's horrible. I honestly, God, do feel bad for her. However, I also know that none of this would have happened if she was just fucking honest.
You got to take responsibility. She is responsible for her own actions.
She is.
And
She
she
is,
is a public
absolutely,
figure, and she blew
absolutely.
it. Now, I think what you're saying, Clown, is like you don't want her to be sort of, I hate to use an SJW word, but I have to in this case, slut shame. But yeah, you know what? It's nobody's goddamn business if she was a cam girl at one time.
Yeah, who cares?
But when absolutely, I don't care. I'm a libertarian. You can do whatever the hell you like. But it does become a problem when you're presenting yourself as an honest person, as a person look, when you're a public figure and you have a relationship with your audience, you have to be honest with them so you can essentially sell them yourself, sell them products. If you break that trust with an out-and-out lie, you know, I'm with Keem on this. I lose sympathy very quickly.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not against you on this. I'm just saying that the people who are attacking her.
Oh, they're the
mob
worst.
mentality.
But you know what? That's a byproduct of what we do.
But
And
I don't even understand why she lied in the first place, because the reason
Because she
why
was
I-
ashamed. Because she was ashamed.
The
Because she always lies, though.
reason why I followed Emmadora in the first place, all right? By the way, I randomly saw a Twitter video of hers. I retweeted it, and it went fucking viral, and that's how we became friends, all right? But the Twitter video of hers was basically like her saying that, you know, she fucks her dad or some shit. Like, and it was comedy, right? but it was hilarious. And she put out these other Twitter videos of her playing with a fucking giant dildo and shit. Like, and it's for comedy purposes. So if she's gonna go that far with her comedy, all right, I don't know why the fuck she would be embarrassed that she used to be a cam girl, because she is sexual in almost like all of her comedy and the shit that she does. So the fact that she hid this was just ridiculous. Like, why? That makes no sense.
Well, because those were depicted as a comedy sketch, and this is real. That's the difference.
But it doesn't
It is a
matter.
good point. No, it is a good point. I will not argue that point. It's a good point.
Can I ask you something about Chatterbait? Do they really get Chatterbait like coins and turn them?
Right.
Yeah, they get tokens.
It's a cam girl service.
I can't believe it's called Chatterbait. I must be a 15-year-old boy. That's fucking funny, Chatterbait.
Dude, in one of the videos that came out about Emmahdorable, she's like saying that she doesn't know how to she doesn't know how to exchange her Chatterboy tokens for PayPal money. She's like trying to figure it out.
How do you do my Chatterbait?
She has been exposed for this. She really has. And she's been exposed for lying. So, I mean, she's completely in the wrong in this situation. It's very difficult not to see the video she posted today, I believe it was today, and not feel somewhat sorry for her. It was her choice whether she cried in that video or not, but it was authentic. She could have just, stopped the
Well,
recording.
she's
and just,
constantly manipulating people.
It
She's
is.
constantly
It's
lying.
very much an attention seeker. I mean, I've known cam girls like this. I used to fucking date one. I'm not going to tell that story, but yeah.
What
Oh!
the fuck? What the fuck?
You can't drop a bomb like that, clown.
Colossal is crazy. Hi, I'm Dr. Phil here. So when did you and the cam girl start dating?
Well, I mean, this was a long time ago. We did have somewhat of an intimate relationship, shall we put it that way? And it wasn't for that long. Let's say 3 weeks.
was it online or was it in real life?
No, I mean in real life, of course. And I didn't know she was a cam girl when I started not dating her, but kind of like, well, fucking her. Let's just say that when I was started fucking her. But I didn't know she was a cam girl. But as it transpired, she used to show her pussy on some cam site, and I wasn't really into it. Shall we put it that way? Like it wasn't a complete put off, but it was a put off. But these girls are crazy. Like,
So
I can honestly tell you.
Yeah, they're like
basically,
strippers all
you
the
and Onision have a lot in
I
common.
fucking wish I hadn't told this story. No, why do I have a lot in common with Onision?
Because you both like your
he's
girlfriend or
calling you a
whatever.
cuck. He's calling you a cuck, Colossal. He's calling you a cuck.
She didn't cuck me. If anything, I broke it off with
Can
her.
I get a screenshot?
No, this is my point. Like, it transpired she was a cam girl. I didn't like that, but that's not the main reason why I kind of broke it off with her. I broke it off with her because she's fucking crazy. If you show your pussy on a camera, you have to be a bit, mentally fucked, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of mentality.
So you're
not
basically
totally-
saying Emmahdorable is mentally fucked.
Oh God, yeah, I'd say that.
She's not mentally stable. No, I don't think so. That doesn't make her not a good person, because this girl was also a very good person, very nice person, but she was very manipulative. She was very attention-seeking.
Well,
and she just
Emmahdorable
was
is all
fucking
those
nuts.
things.
So, yes, I think
yeah,
it's
Emmahdorable
this-
is all those things.
That's what I'm
Listen,
saying.
Emmahdorable, I know you're going to be listening to this podcast. Like, I know 100% you're going to be listening to this whole thing. Listen, just focus on your comedy, all right? The only reason why I followed you, the only reason why I retweeted you, the only reason why we were friends is because you were funny. You're a fucking comedian, all right? And if you just focus on your fucking comedy and only your comedy, you could probably make it somewhere. But if you are going to, lie, manipulate, and do all these childish things that you've used throughout your life to get your way, and, just focus on this negative stuff instead of your comedy, you're just going to fail. Dude, you're letting these people harass you. You're letting these people get to you. And part of it is because you're doing it to yourself. So look, dude, forget all this drama, forget all this bullshit, and just go back to your comedy.
Don't listen to Keem. You can cry on my shoulder any day, baby.
Oh God.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the
I'll be
problem.
nice.
This is the
I'll be
problem
nice.
actually with defending women online,
I'll be
because
nice to
you're
you.
automatically labeled as a white knight. I fucking
Oh,
hate
baby,
those
I'll be your
arguments.
white knight, your red knight, your purple knight. I don't care.
Listen, Emmahdorable, don't go anywhere near Tommy. He doesn't
He's
have...
a 40-year-old man.
Not only that, but Emmahdorable, he doesn't have any Twitter juice. He doesn't have any popularity, and he can't help
Won't
you
get
out.
anything from him. No.
You're not gonna get shit from him.
You want to be on Shot from the Point dead, baby?
Emmahdorable, I strongly suggest you give Boogie 2988 a
Ah, yeah, there you
blowjob or
go.
something.
All right, Emma. The offer's out there, baby.
Yeah, you weird fuck. The whole reason why she started lying in the first place was because she was ashamed of what she'd done. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, she showed. I don't even think she showed a pussy, as far as I know.
I think that's stupid. Okay,
she showed her
wasn't like-
tits.
okay. Look, let's be honest. All right, let's not beat around the bush. All right. She went on a fucking cam girl site. There is something to be ashamed of. I mean, let's
No,
be
Really?
come on. There's no.
That's your Italian side showing.
you're just pandering. Come on, you're just
No,
pandering.
that's
Okay,
nothing
if you,
to be
okay.
ashamed of.
Let me ask you a question, clown. If you had a daughter and the daughter became a cam girl, would you be ashamed?
Yeah, but Emmahdorable is not
Oh
my
yeah,
fucking
but
daughter.
yeah, but what?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
Emmahdorable is
what?
not my fucking daughter. Right, this is the
Okay,
difference.
but what I'm saying is it something to be ashamed of?
How much is she making? I have a daughter.
Women have... Oh, God, you see... I make this fucking sentence. You sound like a fucking... I do sound like a Nisian saying this fucking sentence.
You're right.
I do. There's no way about it. Like, women could choose what to do with their fucking body.
great.
Like this.
They can choose to sell their body. They can choose
If
to
I
sell their
posted
body,
a
but
fucking
that's-
dick pic on Twitter, like, I'm not going to do that, right? No, I don't want anyone to see my little mouse cock. But, you know, if I did that, nobody would give me shit for it. Well, they'd probably give me shit for it for a bit. But, like, so what? You've seen a picture of my dick. Like, who cares?
I don't know how this point that you just brings up is even relevant to what you were saying, right?
I'm just saying, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of, right? Not
Yes,
really.
there is.
Well, because people have seen a picture of my dick? Like, no, who cares?
No, I'm just saying, okay, nobody wants their sister, their daughter, their mother, their girlfriend to be a fucking cam girl.
No.
Nobody,
guess
like...
not.
I
Right.
do have a problem with that from that perspective. But for them, there's not really anything to be ashamed of.
I don't think there's anything to be
There
ashamed of
isn't.
either.
No, they could
I've
do
been
what they want.
Europeanized though, living here so long, because I got to be honest with you. Look, Keem's Italian American, and they're all real protective of women, and they're I don't know, they're all weird and stuff. But I got to be honest with you. In Europe, they kind of are a little looser on attitudes. Nobody wants their daughter to be a cam girl. But it isn't the worst thing you can be. I can think of a million things I would not want my daughter to be that are worse than being a cam girl.
When you go to a
yes.
porn video on fucking Pornhub and you read the comments, I do this because they are hilarious. If you read some of the comments there, is any single one of them criticizing the porn actress in the video? No, they're not.
Only clown would go to fucking Pornhub.com and read
That's
the
funny.
fucking comments. Like, what the fuck?
I don't care about the content. Like, the comments are the best part. There's some Twitter accounts dedicated to, like, posting Pornhub comments. They're hilarious.
I
Clown,
love
clown,
These
clown,
people are so weird.
Clown only pulls his dick out when he's reading the comments, not when he's actually watching the content.
Right. No, they're hilarious, honestly. Like,
I bet they
it's such
are.
an entertaining read.
would
The best part about YouTube for me is the comment section. I love
Yeah.
reading what people say because some of it is just so ridiculous. It's hilarious to me. Anyways.
Yeah, here are my comments.
What I hate is the comments where people try to get likes. Where I don't know, there's so many of them, but they'll say something like this and you'll win $1 million or something, or like this and go check out a video on my channel. Like that type of shit is just. It killed the comments. The comments used to be the greatest thing ever to read, but there's too many people trying to, self-promote or get top comment by some stupid copy-paste meme.
It's all memes now. I
is all
rarely
memes,
ever see a comment promoting their channel because it gets marked as spam almost instantly. Not by myself, like automatically by YouTube it gets marked as spam. You put a link, it's marked as spam. But I do see a lot of the memes. Keemstar, do you remember when comments used to be good? Like, give me an example of like a comment that you enjoyed reading.
Keemstar, you are the greatest YouTuber.
I mean,
that ever lived.
yeah, okay. The dick suck comments.
No, I mean, okay, I used to upload a Drama Alert video, and the comments used to be about the subject matter, and people in the comments would debate, if they felt, someone was guilty or someone wasn't guilty, or, if what someone was doing was right or wrong. Like,
But
there used
people
to be
still
comments,
do that, right? I mean, people
No,
do still do that,
no,
but it
no,
is kind
the
of
comments-
like, you don't see it,
The comments
Keemstar.
on my videos are only about me.
Yeah. Well,
They're not about the subject matter, and it.
At the moment they are, yes.
That'll
No,
change.
no, not just at the moment. For like the last year, even when times were good, you know what I mean?
No,
And I wasn't getting
that's
all
not
this-
true. That's not true because
That is true.
No, that's not true because I read your comment section. I was doing a lot of research for the video I was going to make on you, and I was actively reading all the comments, and so that is not true. There were a lot of comments related to the subject matter. This has only transpired since all this negative.
I don't believe that.
It is true, 100%. Why would I lie about this, right? Only since you started receiving negative criticism, all this bandwagon of hate against you or whatever.
I hate how you call it negative criticism. Like, it's not criticism, it's fucking slander.
Well, whatever.
Not all of it.
You know what I'm saying. That's the only time that you've received, the comment section has been all about you. But up until that point, people were talking about the subject matter. They were. There were still the memes there. Like, this is always going to happen. It's always going to be overshadowed by the memes. And there's nothing wrong with that. But there are comments directly related to the subject matter, and I still get them on my videos, and those...
I saw a really, really mean comment.
You know what the best comment section I've seen so far?
What?
Our comment section in the Baited podcast on YouTube.
Oh, ours is actually quite good.
It's really good because you've got three very different types of people saying three very different things. You've got fans of mine, people who like Tommy, people who like Keemstar, whatever, all arguing with each other, so you get a really dynamic conversation. It's kind of like Baited Podcast 2.0, except this time it's the fans and the subscribers. Absolutely.
And the reviews
podcast.
on iTunes too. Like they'll debate with each other
we
in the
still forget
reviews.
to read those things out again. We said last episode we were going to read out some comments. We haven't done that.
We'll do it the next episode, guys. Leave a review on iTunes. We'll get to that next episode.
I saw the meanest comment about Keemstar in his last video. Do you want
Why?
to hear it, Keem?
Yeah.
It was. He said, "Are you making another 1.5 million celebration video?" Oh, God.
I've seen much worse than that.
You seen worse than that, Keem?
I mean, I just don't even understand how that's funny. Like, I don't see the
Well, I guess
hilarity
because
in
you made a video when you hit 1.5 last time.
No, I didn't make a video. And I didn't celebrate my 1.5. That dude has no idea what he's fucking talking about. And I lost subscribers based on people making up fucking lies about me, saying that I'm a fucking pedophile, I'm a wife beater, and that I'm a racist. So I don't find the hilarity in that at all.
It was mean. That's what it was. It's not. I'm sure it's not funny to you, but I mean, it's probably funny to a lot of other folks.
It's really kind of like varied because you will get the memes and then you will get comments directly talking about the video. And there are the dick suck comments. I don't want to call them dick suck comments because I obviously enjoy reading them. I enjoy reading like positive things said about me. So don't stop making them. But
there's no point of saying positive things about any YouTuber because they're not going to. Respond to the positive. They're just going to read it and ignore you. And this is why YouTube comments.
That's not.
That
true.
is
That's
true. And this is why YouTube comments.
Maybe you
this
ignore
is why YouTube comments have been so fucking mean and so harsh to everyone, is because the viewer wants attention and they're not getting it by being positive and nice, so they go to be mean.
Well, that's your fault if you respond to the negative comments and not the positive ones.
That's like every YouTuber. I see it on every YouTuber.
Well, that's their fault.
I think he's right. I think he's absolutely 100% correct.
Well, I don't. If someone writes a ridiculous comment in my YouTube video or sends it to me on Twitter and it's ridiculous, like there's no justification for it whatsoever, I just don't respond to it because it's so stupid. There's no reason. If there's some justification for it, or I feel like they've kind of got this wrong idea about me, then yeah, I will. But I'll respond to the positive ones as well.
That's not what Keem's saying. What Keem's saying is most YouTubers ignore sort of instinctively a positive. You're really great. You're really, because I get a lot of them, and then I
get that absolutely, but that's not
the
subscribers' fault. That's not the fault of the comment section. That's the YouTuber's fault for replying to those ones and not the positive ones.
No, well, because you're always been in an endless battle. You're absolutely right.
Well, the YouTuber always that I see falls into the trap of just being like, "Why don't you like me? I don't get it."
No, you're right.
Like Sky does. You ever see Sky Does Williams? Sky Does Williams is responding to every hater. So there's people that literally in his comment section fucking literally just say the most awful shit they can about this dude, knowing that Sky is going to respond.
God, that's so self-destructive. But I thought Sky Williams, we are talking about Sky Williams, yes? Not Sky Does Williams. He'll respond to every comment, even the positive ones, not just the negative ones.
Yeah, I mean, I only seen him responding to the negative ones, but maybe he does.
That's what I thought, anyways. Yeah, that's so self-destructive. There's nothing to be gained from that. Sometimes people are just writing it for the sake of writing it. Like, I won't respond to one of those. If it's clearly ridiculous and they're clearly doing it for attention, I just don't respond to it because that's what they want, attention. But if they make a decent point, for instance, my Amazing Atheist video. Now, I made a mistake in that video where I misquoted the Amazing Atheist. I misquoted TJ when he was quoting something his father had said, and a lot of people called me out for it. And obviously I responded to those because they were absolutely right. It was my mistake. and it was a fair criticism to make. And I'm absolutely fine with criticism. But when it's literally just posted, like if someone writes, Colossal is an asshole, just as an example, or Colossal is a pedophile or whatever, I get called a pedophile a lot. I think it's because of my voice. But anyways, I get called that. And so I'm not going to respond to one of those because it's clearly just trying to get my attention. Or it might even be meant as a joke anyway, but it's impossible to tell. So anyway, someone writes that, but I'm not going to respond to it because that's all they want, attention.
My question is, why do YouTubers feel like I don't mind the hate comments. I find them entertaining as hell, and I've actually used them in some of my videos or read them out loud on a live show. Why do YouTubers feel this absolute need to be loved by all? Is it because they're afraid that this will start to trend?
Because ego.
It's just ego? I don't understand that. I don't grasp that because,
I've never had that need to be loved by all.
Yeah, right. Keemstar is probably one of the most narcissistic YouTubers on YouTube.
Yeah, but
he's
I've
not
never
as bad
needed...
as FouseyTube. In all fairness, he's not as bad
You're
as
an
FouseyTube,
idiot's
but
clown. No, I am not.
You are a narcissist, actually.
I'm not. Do you really think that I think I'm better than everyone?
I didn't say that. I just said you were a narcissist.
That's what narcissist means, right?
No, you think no, that doesn't what it means. It means you think you're great, but you might, I don't know, you might
think
you might
very,
be
very,
realistic
very
about it.
highly.
Okay,
Very
but you
highly
have to. Okay, you have to think that you're great. You have to
There's some
think
truth in that. I agree
you're
with that.
great. If you don't think that you're great, then you're
are you
not
doing
going to
here?
do anything great.
That's true. No, he's right. But
That's
I mean,
kind
it
of
could
not what I'm saying. It's kind of like constantly talking about yourself so
Okay,
positively.
but when I do that, that's like part of my gimmick. All right, when I'm sitting there saying Keemstar is the greatest YouTuber alive, do I really think I'm the greatest YouTuber alive?
Not in that example, but I'm afraid like you are a bit of a narcissist. Okay, accept this as one of your faults. You are a narcissist. You've got this huge ego. You do.
No, but I
It's
don't
not.
really
It's
have
not.
a huge.
You are playing a character.
I don't have a huge.
But you,
I don't have a huge ego. Okay,
you do.
I'm literally just playing a fucking like thing.
You're doing a bit of both. You do have a massive ego as well. There's nothing wrong with having a big
For
ego.
fuck's sake.
There's nothing wrong with having a healthy ego.
it's
Keemstar.
probably why he's so damn successful.
Clown, you know me, all right, and you really believe that I have a massive ego.
No, I do believe that. Yeah, I've always believed that.
But that's ridiculous.
Well, there's nothing that wrong with it. There are
But
much worse things to be than a narcissist.
I don't have a massive ego.
I'm sorry, but I just don't agree with you there.
I'm
I just
very
feel like you do.
humble. I'm very humble.
In some aspects, you are humble. There's no doubt about it. But I mean, look, you might not think you're the best YouTuber, but I bet you think you're top 20, top 10. And I don't know if you're wrong. I don't know if you're wrong.
No, I just know that hard work and hard work and
Perseverance.
attention to detail and that word that Clown said, has just got me to a comfortable place.
I think your ego, where it might hurt you sometimes, is also the reason for your success. I don't know if it's a total
And the
negative.
fact that I'm more entertaining than fucking anybody on this site. So
There you go.
let's just call it what it is.
All right, I agree.
If I really am the best clown, which I am, all right, then why the fuck it's not, I don't have the ego, all right? It's the rest of the world that has the ego about me.
Don't really think that makes any sense. But I do think you have a bit of an ego. Whether it's healthy or not doesn't really matter. I mean,
Michael Jackson was the king of pop, all right?
He gave himself that name.
who hated himself. Yeah.
If he thought that he was the best at pop, does he have an ego?
Michael Jackson was a narcissist. He had this complete problem with the way he looked, and he was constantly trying to better the way he looked. He wanted to change his skin color. He got a new fucking nose job every day.
He gave
stuff
himself
like
that name too, Clown. The king of pop was an invention by Michael Jackson.
I mean, he's a perfect example of a narcissist. Narcissists, they're constantly bigging themselves up, talking about themselves, but at the same time, they can also be very insecure people when people criticize them. It's all tied together. That's what narcissism is.
You're a book full of lies.
It's true. I mean, you might want to research narcissism.
You are
and you'll
a
see,
book full
and Keemstar,
of
you will
lies.
see a list of things, and you might be able
You
to relate
are
to some
a
of the
book
things.
full of lies.
I'm not. Why would I be lying about this?
Not just you're ridiculous. You're trying to label me as put me into a fucking box. All right, I'm not in your goddamn box. All right, I'm not going into your little world that how you've shaped it. All right, I have made my own goddamn world, and I'm going to live in that world, and I'm not going to live in your world. Do you understand?
But I mean, that entire statement is pretty much narcissistic.
That is not. No, it's not. No, because listen to me. All right. There are going to be people out there that tell you that you're this and you're that and you're all these things, all right? Or they're going to tell you that your creation should be this, or you should do that, or you should do this with your show. Okay, this is what you got to understand, all right? None of these motherfucking people are driving this vehicle of life. You are. All right, you are. You are in control of your goddamn life. You're in control of your creations. You're in control of how you view the world, all right? And they want to fit you in these little boxes that they've designed for you to be in. Fuck their boxes.
It is called labeling. Unfortunately, like, we all do this. This is the problem. Like, when you call me lazy, you're labeling me as lazy.
I know, but you are lazy.
Right, and you are a narcissist. I mean,
no,
this is
I am
point.
not.
What am
In
I?
my opinion, you are a narcissist. Tommy, you're just a nice guy with a terrible laugh. That's it. Pretty much. Actually, I like your laugh, so
It's
all right.
terrible, I know.
Don't listen to anyone's fucking label ever.
Oh, I agree with that. I mean, it's just Cloud's opinion. Doesn't mean it's right.
It is. Labeling is an opinion, Keem. So
It's
when
just all
when
an
you say
opinion.
FouseyTube is fucking evil, or when you say Emmahdorable is a bit of an attention seeker, that's labeling. But it's at the same time, it's an
but
opinion.
the difference between my opinion and normal people's opinion is that my opinion is right.
Again, it's a very, very narcissistic remark, and it's kind of only proving my point a little bit.
He does
No.
have a big heart, though. Keem does help people out. Let's give him that.
He does have a big heart if you want, but it's not quite as big as his ego.
That's terrible.
Every race I've ever ran, I've won. All right. I have a reason. All right. Do you understand that I fucking started off in this game with the worst possible path of success? A fucking internet troll, and I succeeded to become, worth millions. All right. Like I have reasons to be proud of myself.
Oh, no one said you shouldn't be proud of yourself.
But what I'm saying is, like, I have reasons to back up of why my ego is somewhat big.
Oh,
Well,
well, at least we agree now.
Okay, agree. Look, but I do believe that your ego has I know what Clown's talking about. It's probably the best part of you as far as career success, but it could probably affect you with your relationships. Like, all right, drama alert success, everything you've touched is success. You've had trouble with other YouTubers, so it has a yin and a yang to it. I think that's all Clown's saying. Am I wrong, Clown?
Not really, no.
I mean, everybody has troubles with other YouTubers, especially if you're popular, because everyone's trying to fucking tear you down.
Well, there's some truth in that.
I mean, fucking YouTube is a crab barrel, and by that, I mean, like, if you take a bunch of crabs and you throw them in a barrel or a bucket or whatever, no crab escapes the bucket, because as they're climbing out, the other crabs pull them fucking down. That's what YouTube is.
Even at a micro level that I've been at for the last 4 years and continue to be at, even the lowest the guys at 1,500 subs do the exact same things and behave the exact same way as the guys with anywhere from 1 to 10 million. It's really incredible. Like,
It's very true. The higher you climb on the ladder, the slipperier it gets.
but I tell you, it's pretty slippy down. I'll tell you, it's pretty slippery down low too. I've mentioned this before to you guys offline. I think that I've lost friends just being a part of this podcast, and they were like, if I had to put a list of people that would have kind of like walked away from me, they would have been the last people on the list. It's really difficult, but you gotta
Clown, do you want to talk about that dude that betrayed you?
Yes, I want to hear about it.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Sorry, Clown. Come on, Clown. Little bit. Don't say his name. Just say that. You just tell the story.
Yeah, can you tell his story? Because I think it's good.
I don't know who he is, so I'm not going to slip up.
No, I don't want to talk about it. No, I don't. No.
Really hurt you.
Well,
That much.
dude,
It didn't. Hurt is the wrong word.
Dude that backstabbed
You
him,
got-
you're lucky because you almost got roasted.
Yeah, well,
I want to fuck him up, Clown, to be
I
honest.
want-
No,
I'd
but
fuck him
don't
on
fuck him up. I'm finished with him. I've cut ties with this guy.
All right.
But if I'd be lying if I said it didn't affect me. Did it hurt
Yeah,
me?
of course
No.
it did.
I'm not going to let it hurt
That's-
me. But I
that's
was
being
friends
hurt.
with this guy for 2 years, and because I've started to climb higher on the ladder, if you like, I feel like he was trying to pull me down because of that.
That's terrible. And I tell you something. Being affected is being hurt, Clown, and it's okay to say you got hurt.
No, I think hurt is a very strong word. I like to think I'm a little bit stronger than that, in inverted
Or
commas. But
maybe you're just a big stuffy Englishman that's
Probably.
a picky about
Possibly.
language.
Yeah, it's because
Not
you
allowed-
got a
not allowed
fucking
to show
ego,
emotions
Clown.
and
It's
shit
because
like
you have this goddamn ego, right?
Clown's
Just
got an
be
ego.
real.
I'll back you up on that. Clown's got an ego.
Really?
I feel like I think it's a strong, healthy ego. I don't know. You're talking to a guy that don't think.
Yeah,
that doesn't think an
you
ego's-
really do think that your shit don't stink.
I wouldn't say that. Look, when I say you have an ego,
Dude, okay, Clown has a fucking
it's a good
channel
thing.
based on criticizing everyone, putting himself on a fucking pedestal, like he's like the greatest guy ever. It's ridiculous.
Well, you have to have an ego to be successful, Keith.
I think just because you criticize people doesn't mean you have to be on a pedestal. That's not necessarily
I
true.
think that you do put yourself on a pedestal.
No, because I'm not saying in the videos that I'm so much better than these people because of what they do.
No,
I'm just
no,
saying
what you're saying is
what these
what-
people are doing is wrong, for want of a better word. I mean, that's not necessarily saying I'm better than them.
Okay,
or I'm
how
doing
come
right
you
while they're
never?
doing
How
wrong.
come you never make a video on the good things that people do?
Oh well, that's
Because you don't. Because you're not trying to celebrate, goodness, right? You're trying to put people down to make yourself look better.
Sure. In fairness, and I do counter this a little bit to a certain degree. What I will do when I make a video is I will criticize someone, and then at the end of the video, promote another channel and talk about them in a positive light to counter that. I mean, that's the best I could do. Am I going to make a video dick sucking another YouTuber's channel? No, I'm not going to do that. A, because it's not entertaining, and B, it makes me look like a complete cocksucker. So no, I'm not going to do that.
When I say
Nobody
you have an
does
ego
that.
too, when I say you have an ego too, I just think it's like about what you think you're good at what you do, and I think that's another thing about your English heritage, or well, not really heritage, but I think in your culture, it's not really cool to say I'm the best at what I do, and I think you're one of the best. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying you're one of the best at what you do.
Oh,
Offline, you're very
Jesus.
humble.
I accept that, Tommy. I
Clown,
accept that
Clown
point.
is the best at what he does. Are you kidding me?
I
All
think
right,
he's one-
fucking
I-
Clown takes 3 months to get out a video. Like, get the fuck out of here. Anybody could be good. Anybody could be that good if they took fucking 90 days to release a goddamn YouTube
When I watch
video.
Clown stuff, it's like watching a goddamn movie or TV show,
Okay,
man.
I'll give it to him. Clown, you make great stuff. You make amazing stuff. I like your videos. This is how I ended up following you in the first place on Dromler or on Twitter or whatever, all right? Because I seen your content. Here's the problem, all right? You don't produce it fast enough, all right? You take it such a long goddamn time. It's almost like you don't care.
No, I do care.
Oh,
I
I know
think I
that's
care
true.
too much. That's the problem.
That's the other way around.
And I need to get in the right mindset because YouTube is just not the right medium for the type of content that I'm trying to produce. Like this FouseyTube video I'm working on is over an hour long at this point. I've spent over 120 plus hours on it. Like,
How many
it's
of those
not right for
120
YouTube.
plus hours were spent smoking cigarettes and looking at Twitter? I just
Well, no, none of them. I'm trying to give you
okay.
a correct time amount,
altogether.
of total of time that I was working on this video. And
So
I
you might
estimate,
work out that
I'm not saying it is 120 plus hours, but that's my estimate.
You know
And
what I
think
got
it's a fair
accused of
estimate.
today? I got accused of reading a script on Dromler. I want to strangle this dude. Like
you were good
I've
at it.
never read a script on Dromler, except for the 50-minute video that I did. Of course, I would need a script for that. But other than that, I've never read a script on Dromler. Like
Your delivery was really good. It did feel scripted, to be honest with you. You were just way on yesterday. You were just like really on. And here's the other stupid thing about even if you did read a script, news guys read scripts and teleprompters every day.
But I don't. I literally
you don't. I
turn
know
the
you don't.
camera on and just wing it.
You
all
were
right?
on. You were really on yesterday. I could
Dude,
tell
I
there
don't
was
know
a lot
what it
of
is.
energy.
My Dromler videos have been the
Keemstar
best
can't
they've
read.
ever
He
been.
can't read a script.
That's terrible.
My Dromler videos have been the best that they've ever been, and the reason why I think is because I'm getting hate, right? And this is the beauty of hate, right? This is the plus. When everyone is hating on you, and you're getting all these massive dislikes and all these hate comments, and all these people that are going to hate your videos no matter what, you don't give a fuck about the little things that you worry about when you're trying to maintain, a positive, happy atmosphere. You just like you're in some ways, success and being loved by everyone really restricts you. It restricts you, and it doesn't give you creative paths that you might explore or might take. All right. But when you have nothing to lose, you have nothing to fucking lose. Like what's going to happen? Oh, someone might dislike your video. Well, fucking no matter what you do, no matter what you say, 7,000 people are going to dislike this video no matter what. So just try whatever. Just do whatever. And it's this freedom that I have found on my channel has opened up this path of creativity that I just love. And as I'm exploring it, my videos are just becoming so goddamn good.
I take credit for this one, Keen, because that's exactly what I told you to do when you were going through all this hate.
That's true. That's true. That's what he said, King.
But the reason why I couldn't realistically just go with the flow is because I was hurt. I was hurt. You might not want to use the term hurt, but I was hurt by what these people did. I'm friendly with a lot of people, but I do not have many friends. And there's a reason why I don't have many friends, all right? Because if I am friends with someone, I'll do whatever the fuck I can to help them out. I will do whatever I can to help them out because they're my fucking friend. And I expect loyalty in return, all right? And a few times in my life, I've had friends burn me. And when they burn me, it's like the equivalent of a fucking breakup with a girlfriend that you're in love with, all right? That's the only way I can even scale it, all right? That's how I feel when a friendship goes sour. It sucks. It really sucks. This isn't just like this, oh, whatever, I'll go get another friend or whatever. No, like if I'm friends with someone, that's important to me, all right? And that's why this was so difficult. That's why this was so shitty. If I wasn't friends with them, if I was never friends with them, this would be the greatest thing in the world, having all these fucking videos talking about me. I would have spun all this negativity into pure comedy, and my channel would have spiked in subscribers and not lost. But because I was hurt by all this, I wasn't equipped to handle this situation. I'm a promoter. I'm a marketer. Like I'm an entertainer. I know how to turn this negative thing into a very positive thing for my career, and I couldn't because I wasn't prepared to battle against people that used to be my friends.
You know what ticks me off about this? I know some of the Jackass fans are going to be listening to that, and they're going to say I'm a dick sucker. But I knew when you approached, I know you were suffering. I think that was probably the most honest and heartfelt explanation you've given. That you didn't handle it perfectly at all times, and I know you were suffering, and I know it really hurt you, and it did kind of suck to watch, especially being new, just a part of this whole thing. And for anybody out there, Keem means that shit. He got fucked up.
I felt sorry for you, and we've had quite a few problems in the past, so I think that says everything really there.
Well, I hate to leave everyone on a very fucking depressing note.
It's not depressing. It was honest. I think it was. I honestly, I think that's one of the more interesting things you said on this podcast because it was the most honest, and I think it showed your vulnerabilities, for lack of a better word.
Look, I want to end the podcast here. I'm sorry, I just don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay.
So, guys, I know this podcast was kind of tame compared to our other ones, but if you made it to the end, you're a true fucking legend. Love you for that. If you're on iTunes, make sure you leave a review. We're going to be reading those. Leave a YouTube comment. Let us know what you think. And just thanks for watching another episode of Beta Podcast.